Welcome back, everybody, to Friendsim, and we're gonna go hang out with Amnesia, I guess.
Amnesia? Quotation marks.
But not here, where she's like with Sarava, like.
Now we're gonna go hang out with Super Short.
What the fuck?
What did you do?
I don't know. I clicked like, what the.
Quit doing things. Now we're gonna hang out with short version of her. Because I swear she was not short. I mean, she might have been.
She was short. Either that or Sarava was just tall. But either way, fucking. Right. Anyway, but what was I even saying?
We're gonna hang out with her.
Yeah. She's just. She's just short, man.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just to show. Maybe he's just really tall.
Maybe he's floating to look taller.
He's just closer to the screen.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Your gown flutters around you as you hop off the train.
Wait a sec. Was this Amnesia's theme?
No.
Normally it doesn't even play the theme until we see them.
Your gown flutters around you as you hop off the train. If you're like a very grimy Disney princess with no shoes, just a deranged Cinderella who left both glass slippers on the castle steps. I don't know.
Were we still like we snuck on board a thing and jumped out? Was that just in the other route, or was that like we were just casually jumping out this time?
I don't know. Before you can decide in which direction to continue your merry jaunt, it's decided for you. As in, a small bluish missile slams into your midsection and sends you tumbling down the hill, behind the train tracks, rolling over and over with a goddamn. And goddamn, do you hope you don't kill anyone with your ass. Especially not yourself.
Well, she just tackle glomped us.
You land with a hard whack on your back.
Hey! It is you!
The concussion you've just sustained must be giving you serious frightened hallucinations.
Sorry, I hugged you so hard I pushed you down a hill. I forgot how weak and clumsy you are.
You take Amnesia's offered hand, albeit nervously. You kinda skipped out on her back there, waiting until she was in the ablution trap and then escaping from her murder studio?
So we did run away. Hi?
That
Hello?
was unexpected and fucking... You've been so naive back then. That genuinely startled me. You know? You didn't know how you didn't know about raccoons or grub cakes or hate dating or oh god, is that? Oh god, that is a giant murder clown, isn't it? Wow. I guess that explains the banjo-y strumming.
Yeah, because when you think of clowns, you think of banjos.
No, because it was just so out of place with the rest of this chill beat.
Yeah.
It was so just random and out of nowhere.
Wait, did you guys make up?
Were these characters who interacted?
I mean, in the previous friend, like with Amnesia, she mentioned Jahat, and that's Jahat.
I don't remember.
She was like, Jahat was right. If you should just murder people yourself when you need to murder somebody.
Okay.
Did you already read that?
Wow. She's even bigger than the adult you saw at the bandit lair. God, why? Whenever you think you've met the biggest, meanest bastard this place has to offer, it offers up another, bigger, meaner one? Wait.
So you're taller than an adult?
I must say, this chick seems way too tall here then, by comparison.
You know, yeah.
Like, she was so short in the profile pic.
She's kind of leaning over, though, I think.
Maybe. I don't know. Just like, hey.
Also, she's almost an adult. She's literally, I think she's the oldest person in the entire patrol call, I think.
Okay.
But anyway.
Without thinking, you put yourself between Amnesia and the Purple Blood. Pretty dumb considering Amnesia can pick you up with one hand, but you just rolled down a hill and you aren't at peak performance. And you...
Jahat! It's about time! This is the one I was telling you about. The one with the precious, precious blood.
The purple blood's slow, lazy smile somehow makes her face paint even more terrifying. She moseys closer, towering over you.
Hi there. Oh, right, I need a voice for you.
It's not like you said fright.
A true pleasure, small thing. Any friend of Little Blue is a friend of mine. So you guys did make up. I guess? I don't know. Especially one who'd look so pretty on the newest page of my scrapbook.
Your stomach is dissolving into acid fear. Amicia stamps her foot.
Don't make murder jokes! My friend is very delicate.
You nod furiously. You are so delicate, just a whiff of murder gives you the vapors.
What is the vapors?
I don't want to know, honestly.
Peace and gospel, Little Blue. I was only playing. Messiahs know I owed a bit of... I'm owed a bit of fun. And ain't it a bit a fair bit hypocritical lecturing me, considering that you were getting up to the first time, considering what you were getting up to the first time you and I got to jawing?
The first time they got to talking.
Gotcha. What the fuck?
You clicked on the save button.
Ripping off heads and all.
Amicia goes blue. Jahat winks and you experience another spasm of fear. You clench your fists so she can't see your hands are shaking. To distract yourself, you ask her if she and Amicia are morels. You figure that's always the safest one to start with. Safer than, so do you guys hate fuck a lot? Jahat starts grinning again and Amicia blushes even harder.
No, silly, of course not. I'm way too young for quadrants. I know a couple of motherfuckers has started younger than you, Little Blue.
She didn't say I.
Know a couple... Whatever. Still, there's no point. I mean, you're leaving in a couple pedigrees. Pedigrees. I could... Shut up.
Amicia stares at the ground sadly for a few seconds before she gets herself back together.
But that's why tonight is going to be the best. Our final hunt. And I'm so glad you're here too.
She beams up at you. You try to smile back, maybe achieving a half grimace. When Jahat leans over Amicia, it's with a certain menacing fondness.
Sounds like a party, my most vicious sister. Only... we got us a smidge of a scheduling conflict. Huh? The massacre's tonight, Little Blue. Last massacre I'll see planet-side. Huh? Gotta present my glutes and testify before my most mirthful messiahs for the last time.
You sure didn't get any of that. Every time you think your days of unbound ignorance are behind you, you turn over a stone to find more little squirming bits of cultural miasma to suck in. Amicia rolls her eyes.
More church? That's seriously all you ever do! Sister, we talked about this. To praise the mirthful ones is a privilege and a revelation. My pusher beats for them. It smashes its way through the desolate cage of my thoracic struts. Yeah, I know. You love clown church. You love it so much you should just put it in a quadrant.
Jesus, Amicia. Maybe don't shout at the scary giant clown lady? Chahut puts a giant hand on Amisia's head, ruffling her hair like she's an angry puppy.
Simmer it down, girl. Good news is, we got us a tiebreaker.
She means you, doesn't she? More decisions?
Huh.
So,
This is gonna go well.
I'm pretty sure this is a Chahut story, so we should probably go to church if we want to progress, right?
Probably, yeah. Usually we strive for it. But today, it's all up to you, stranger.
Take me to clown church!
Church sucks. Let's not anger her, I guess.
But I want to see the bad end! Come on!
Fucking fine. Church sucks. It's the stupidest thing ever. It's probably extra sucks with clowns in it.
Religion stuff is kind of over your head. Besides, you really should stick with the friend who has a vested interest in keeping you alive, rather than the menacingly non-committal clown lady. All of your recent experiences with purebloods have been... Purple-bloods have been, well, bad.
You are so right. See, John, my friend is no dummy.
Chahut's eyes gleam, and for one eerie moment, you think she's just gonna reach down and crush Amisia's skull, or yank out her windpipe, or some other mega violence. But instead, she just shrugs her giant shoulders.
Well, that's what happens when you allow for the democratic process. Lead the way.
Crap, that's right. If you aren't going to church, you're going on a final hunt. And knowing Amisia, you aren't going to be duck hunting. Also, you don't think the splatters on Chahut's pants are paint. Well, they are paint, but Amisia-style paint.
Yay! Come on, quick! I got something to show you.
She takes off up the steep hill back toward the train tracks. Oh man, you are seriously not dressed for all this clambering.
Hi.
Chahut appears to notice this too, because a few steps later, your feet leave the ground and you find yourself cradled to the considerable bosom of a large clown. Up close, she smells like sugar and blood. Delicious!
This is fun. No struggling now, sweet thing. Better pray that I don't drop you. Oh, I forgot. You don't pray. Because church sucks.
You don't like this? Well, it's not you. Well, you like not having to walk, and it's pretty cool that she can lift you like you're a tiny baby. But also, you're probably gonna die.
Oh, hi, trees.
You are so busy freaking the fuck out that at first you don't realize that Chahut has carried you past the train tracks to a stand of trees.
Huh.
Oh. Oh no. Amisia gestures like she's a presenter on a game show, but instead of showing you a dope new car, she points to a boy hanging from a rope by his feet, swinging back and forth as he desperately tries to free himself. This game's fun.
Hanging from a rope. I didn't process that correctly. I thought he was hanging, you know, like,
Dead by the neck.
Yeah, well, dying in the process thereof, but yeah. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
John, you are so right. Using traps is a total time saver.
I'm all about those life hacks. And other kind of hacks. And other kinds of hacks. Oh! Hi!
She lifts her axe. The troll hanging from the tree screams, and that scream becomes a gurgle, which becomes a ringing silence as his head leaves his body, spewing brown blood. It rolls to a stop right at your feet. Oh. Oh, God!
Hey, it's not Olive for once.
Olives are terrible.
Just... I know that if it was, like, somebody we'd already met, it would have, like, shown them, but I can't help but imagine it was Vickery, and that's kind of freaking me out. Okay.
This You've had enough of this horse shit. Why can't anybody on this goddamn planet find an ounce of chill? Amnesia and Chahut watched you expectantly. What, do they want you to kick the head like this? Like this is the sports? Give it a smooch? You know what? Fuck this. You turn and stalk off into the woods. This time you are orchestrating your own failure. So done.
Okay, I was expecting that to cause us to die, but...
Yeah, same. But okay.
But you know what? Mood, little guy, because seriously.
It's like, I've had it with all these motherfucking murders on this motherfucking planet.
Oh, man. Seriously, though.
Yay, bad end!
Oh. Okay, so, I guess let's go see if we can find another pet in.
That's right. And if we go to Clown Church, we will.
Oh, that's gonna be horrible.
Actually, it's gonna be great. I've always wanted to go to Clown Church.
Have you?
No. But now that it's a thing, totally. Sure, why not? I could be the next Clown Pope.
What?
Sure. I'll run for Clown Pope. Is that a thing?
I don't fucking know.
Aren't you the Homestuck expert here?
I don't pay attention to the fucking weird clown religion.
Why not?
All I know is that they worship clowns. The mirthful messiahs, the frickin'... And then...
I thought they worshipped the green skeleton man thing. The French guy.
What? French guy? Wait, what?
Yeah, Lord Germany.
What? The fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the neon green skelly man.
Hi there.
That's what I expected. Ooh.
It's just like I know it changes if we know about the thing. Just I don't know. It startled me because I was expecting Amnesia.
Yeah.
Or at least for her to be there. I don't know, man.
But this is Chahut Maynard's story.
I mean, I know, but... To Clown Church we go!
You don't know much about religion, but you have recently become pretty good at reading people. You have the slightest little suspicion that insulting this woman's religion might be unhealthy. Besides, it would be rude. This time, when Chahut turns her painted face to you and gives you another of those lazy smiles, you are filled with a sudden flush of excitement. God, what if you could become friends with her? You've never met a friend this cool or this scary.
I want to contradict you, but... I mean, scary in different ways, I suppose. This is like scary on like a very obvious kind of... You look at her and you're like, oh, hi, hello.
Amnesia rolls her eyes.
Fine. Have fun, I guess. Doing totally boring stuff.
Oh my god, I'm out of here. You wonder if it's really okay for you to come to with Chahut. Chahut. Yahuget. Isn't she worried about showing up with an alien?
I thought Amnesia was going to be coming with us, honestly.
Dude, she totally bailed.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. In the past, I might have got to worrying over it. But now... Fuck it. What are they about to do? Cull me? Might thank them for that. Doing a sister a solid and saving me from having to set foot in the filthy reaches of space. Right here, they don't follow the good word as close as they should. None of the motherfuckers here have the globes to step to me. So you should be safe. You're doing your lazy voice thing. Does that makes me dizzy.
I mean, you don't sound lazy at all. You sound like mildly intense.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You need to be more casual. Like,
it's like I'm trying to be kind of not deep exactly, but
I mean, yeah, I get that, but it's coming off gruff, kind of like your Connell voice, just less shouty.
You
should just pitch it low and talk lazily. Be a slowpoke.
With me on your side, not even one of those slippery fishes would do shit.
You keep sounding angry. Which, granted...
She looks angry right now,
Yeah.
so...
Slippery fishes? Does she mean sea dwellers? You've never actually seen one, which makes sense since they, dwell in the sea. But most people seem to be scared of them. You wonder how much higher in caste they are from the clowns. You wonder what they look like. There are still so many things you don't know. You've never been in church before, but you've seen in movies and goth music videos, so you know what to expect. Clown church is not that.
Huh. Oh, wow.
There's no pews or statues or a sad dude hanging from two perpendicular sticks. There's an altar and a lot of purple candles and rows of flimsy metal fold-out chairs.
I'm just distracted because there's like the clown there, and I was like to the side, I'm like, oh, there's a clown with not crazy horns, and I was like, oh, wait, you have a brown outfit and chains. So that's... I am somewhat frightened right now.
Nonsense. It's all good. The same sugary smell that hangs around Chahat fills the place. Someone took stained glass a little too seriously when they decorated because every inch of window is covered in multicolored... God, why even front anymore? Every inch is covered in blood. Splatters of it. Paint the floor and stone walls. Or splatters of it paint the floor and stone walls. It reminds you of that break room after Kama got done murdering all those kids, except this seems deliberate. Like they decided they wanted a little bit of yellow in the corner, so they walked some poor Goldblood over and gutted them.
Welcome to your salvation, little one.
You almost run out. But no, you can't. You need to make friends with Chahat. If you hang on to that as you follow on to the front of the congregation. As you pass, various other clowns send honks of greetings, accompanied by the occasional whoop whoop. Chahat responds to a couple with casual, hey motherfuckers. But she just ignores. Maybe she's too cool for them. You try not to make eye contact with anyone as you go by. Or if you happen to look at anyone, you try to throw out the most intense I'm with her vibes that you can. A couple trolls look as out of place as you do. Okay, not as out of place since they are actually from this planet, but there's some non-purple guys here who look distinctly uncomfortable. A few of them appear to be chained at their chairs. Cool! A purple blood is standing on a platform at the front of the congregation and... preaching? Rapping? Whatever it is, it sucks. There's a lot of uninventive swearing and weirdly syncopated honks. Everyone here is extremely into it. There's a lot of answering whoops and fuck yeahs. So these are the black trolls.
I mean,
Was that racist? Yes, it was. I apologize.
It's like, I would think that would vary from individual troll, actually, like not specifically blood casts.
But this is Troll Black Church, right?
I mean, I don't know anything about...
Troll Black Murder Insane Church.
Dude,
Yeah, I should stop talking.
I stopped going to church whenever we moved, because literally every church that I went to was insane. This doesn't even seem more insane than the churches I tried to go to. Like, it does with the blood, but the blood is, like, literally the only thing.
But okay, so... To be clear, just like... I don't want to keep talking because I feel like I'm coming off as a racist idiot here.
Uh-huh.
But, like, the thing I'm referring to is just the stereotypical black churches where there's...
Like in Hollywood? Like in movies and shit?
I don't know, it's the thing where everybody goes all, hallelujah, praise the Lord! Yeah, all that jazz, you know?
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen at white people church. I mean, it does, but to a far lesser degree. I don't know.
I feel like stereotypical white people church, if we're talking about, like, stereotypes and Hollywood and shit, is like the fire and brimstone shit.
Yeah, probably.
Where everybody's just like super silent and they're like,
It's either that
If
or it's
you-
just boring as shit.
if you so much as flinch, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Basically.
If you so much as look out the window while I'm talking about stuff, you are going to hell. You look at me while I'm preaching, boy. Girl, whatever you are, for I will lead you on the path. Anyway, let's stop talking about this.
Yeah. Wait, did you already read that?
No. All Chahut has to do is stand there and smirk at him, and he trails off into a nasally honk before scrambling off the church stage. You really wish you knew how to command that kind of respect. Then everybody would want to be your friend. Totally.
Oh, wrong button. Thanks, brothers and sisters. But, just bumbling. Today is a singular sort of day. For today, I looked up toward the mountain and saw the fire in the sky. What are you talking about? That fire is our messiahs, and our messiahs are the fire, feeding a hungry forge in the belly of hell, that sweet salvation of split bone and sulfur-colored eyes. Was it the heat of the eternal damnation or the sweet flame of revelation? This is kind of freaking me out to read, honestly, because of the whole don't go to church, because every church I've been to since we moved is freaky. All is red ruin. Woe is us darlings. Woe.
It goes on like that for a while. You zone out a little bit, someone throws a handful of powder into the candle flames, and more of that sugary sharp scent puffs out as colorful smoke billows up. The purple bloods all start taking deep whiffs of the stuff. It kind of looks like the powder and pixie sticks.
Newest member of our congregation.
Pixie sticks. Maybe that's why it smells like sugar in here?
Invite them to stand up and give glorious thanks.
The whole congregation has gone silent. You realize that Jihad is looking at you, and the other clown priest is looking at you. Actually, every single goddamn troll in here is looking at you, except for one small dude who appears to be trying to chew off his own hand to free himself from his shackle.
Your turn to testify. Don't fuck this up, little one.
I don't honestly know.
This is,
I feel like this is one of those times when, like, if you wimp out, that's the fail. I feel like, but maybe not, you know?
well, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm gonna fucking wimp out.
You stand there in the cacophony of honks and whoops, trying to dredge up a little spirit inside you, but you just can't. All that noise sounds so much like jeering, and you'd think you'd have gotten used to negative reinforcement, but apparently it's still enough to trip you up. You open your mouth, and all that comes out is a croak, like you're a frog of failure. Chahut's big hands land on your shoulder. She looks wistful through the clown paint.
That's okay, hon. Sit down before you strain something.
In case in a fug of fugu?
A fugue?
Encased in a fugga of shame, you do. God, why couldn't you have kept it together for once in your pathetic life? The clown next to you gives you a consoling pat on the knee and offers you a half-empty bottle of Faygo. You are so despondent that you barely cast a thought to the juggalo germs or the fact that Faygo is disgusting.
Wait, so was that the good thing?
I
to
doubt
do?
it. I don't think so. It hits your taste buds like a bitch slap. Around you, the congregation is getting rowdier.
Huh.
The troll beside you shrugs his shoulders like, what can you do? He has a hat and a charming smile. At least, you think he does. You're starting to feel a little weird. Faygo isn't alcoholic, is it?
If he has a hat, is he Marvis? I don't know, whatever.
I would go easy on that stuff if I were you, the troll says. His hand hasn't left your leg. In fact, it's moved from your knee to your thigh. The first time is always rough. This is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
In all the right ways. Whatever. You're fine. You know all about controlled substances. You're just really good at drugs, okay? You're a serious drugger. Druggist? For real though, what is in this stuff? You got high with Strava and tipsy with Chixie. That rhymes. She should put that in her next rap. But this is different. This is your brain blowing wide open and the atmosphere pouring in. This is the cosmos kissing your frontal lobe with way too much tongue.
Okay.
You're drinking pixelized troll blood, probably.
Hey. This is my supplicant. Maybe find your own.
Jahud is standing next to you again. She removes the clown guy's hand from your thigh and extricates the bottle from your grip. Hi. You are done with that. On the other side of the church, someone throws another handful of colorful powder into the fire. More smoke billows up and you feel another wave of dizziness. Maybe it's the interaction of the Fago and the smoke? Is that how science works? Such bad form, the trolls who'd given you the Fago. Bringing an alien to your last massacre? One would think you had no respect for your messiahs at all. I think, brothers and sisters, that I might agree with that.
About to get bitch slapped.
A voice rings out from across the church. At first you think that it's in your head, the product of whatever weird soup all the competing substances have created. But everyone else hears it too. Chahut goes rigid beside you, her big vicious mouth stretched into an O of shock. The congregation falls to its knees in a clattering wave. Seriously, you've never heard a crowd of people go quite quiet so loudly. Chairs are kicked out of the way or knocked over. Kneeling down, Jahut's head comes up to your chest. She and her clown and hat each push down on one of your shoulders. Is it the clown pope?
Probably. Motherfucker, get down!
You hit the deck. You have expect the blood splatters to seep through your dress, but it just crusts flaky and dry underneath your knees. You, sister. That your alien? Where the hell is that voice coming from? It's deep and gravelly and probably male.
Huh.
Oh, hold up. What you'd initially thought was one of Ramil's knockoff paintings hanging behind the altar turns out to be a screen, which has now turned into a gray silhouette with horns. Is everybody here bowing to some dude who literally Skyped into Clown Church and doesn't even have a user pic?
Your Excellency, I wouldn't describe him as my alien exactly. A little too pathetic to really put much bother to.
There's a murmur of agreement from the surrounding trolls. Dang, tough crowd.
Wait, did I read that wrong?
I'm a little unclear.
A little too pathetic to really put much bother to. I don't know, whatever.
A long snort of breath crackles into static.
Who are you to say who or what is pathetic?
Chahut winces.
You're all feckless wrigglers without a bean in your think pans.
All of the low-bloods in here look absolutely terrified, which is nothing new, but for once they aren't the only ones. Everyone here is afraid, the purple guys included.
I have no idea what to expect from this. This is weirding me out, man.
You, come closer, little heretic. Let me get a gander.
Okay. Me? Who?
What the fuck you mean by who? What the fuck you mean who, sister? The motherfucker I'm jabbing my point stub at.
You and Jahut share a quick, nervous glance. Her throat bobs visibly.
Sir, I think you got your webcam turned off.
Oh, dang. Hold up.
You hear a lot of rustling and swearing. All of you hang in the awkward limbo of an old person struggling with technology.
Oh, hi there. I think that's the, what the fuck is he called? It's the main evil clown guy.
King Iceland.
What? No. He's the Grand High Blood.
Cool. The screen flickers and you can just make out a pair of hulking shoulders.
Sir, you've got the light behind you.
Never mind the light, motherfucker. You, the hornless one in the rumpus robe. Come closer, child.
Oh, you. Of course it's you. Being the main character is exhausting.
Oh.
You move closer to the altar. Although you aren't actually sure where the camera is, this guy is someone you would be able to tell that even if everyone here wasn't bowing to him. His voice has a certain quality to it.
You know, like, I'm used to the characters, like, moving in real close, but it's like the background moved in real close, and it's like, oh,
She
wow,
should have moved
kinda-
off to the side again or something.
Yeah, it disoriented me a little bit.
Yeah.
That's close enough. I'm not trying to look up your sniff nub. Child, you got any notion as to who I fucking am?
None, except that he is possibly important. It's always a real good time when important people get interested in your insignificant ass.
I decide whose ass is insignificant in this house, you comprehend?
Sure. Sir? Excellency?
How long have you been rambling amongst my brethren?
You mean the clown people, or the trolls in general?
At least a couple weeks. No more than a month.
How many are here with you?
Just you, an alien invasion force of one, all just wandering the countryside.
And still pulling in oxygen? Would have thought someone would have picked their dentition.
Dentition?
Would have thought someone picked the dentition with you by now.
Same.
You got any muscle definition, Wriggler?
You show him the gum show. As in, you show him how very empty and weapons weapons locker is.
Too weak for the front lines, too ugly to fill a pail with.
He laughs, low and lecherous.
Although your strut sticks ain't so bad.
Okay.
Oh, did a giant clown just say that you have nice legs over troll FaceTime? You look at Jahut for help, but she's too busy checking out your gams. Sober, you might have been uncomfortable. Fago drunk, you is pretty zen about it. You're sure it's only a matter of time before you fuck an alien. If it's got to be a big giant clown, well, so be it.
Shooting high, aren't you?
Now you just feel silly. You assure this guy that you aren't really after that kind of stuff. There's only one thing you really truly long for in this world.
And what's that, child? Power, wealth, the right to keep living?
Yikes. You realize that everyone in this goddamn church is looking at you, waiting for your answer. Jahut looks like she wants to grab your shoulders and shake you. Jeez, no pressure. Friendship, you tell him. He laughs long and hearty at that one. You weather it stoically.
You, bigger and significantly more attractive motherfucker.
Jahut comes to attention.
What's your caste name, child?
Caste name? You're asking about my blood color, or? Oh, her. Shut up. Yeah. Minad, Excellency. Minad? Whatever.
If I understand rightly, you are about to undergo the ordeals?
Jahut nods. She looks a little seasick. You're not sure what the ordeals are, but everything about them sounds bad, including the name.
Maybe get your shit shot with this one right here. They seem to have the strategy for surviving against all reasonable odds and decency. You could probably use a friend like them.
He jabs another big finger at you.
And Wriggler,
Yeah?
don't let me see your face again.
Okay.
The call disconnects and the screen goes blank. When you point yourself towards the front of the church, everyone scrambles to get out of your way. It's like the big clown's attention has conveyed some honorary status on you. Probably nobody will mess with you for, half an hour at least. I can't believe we got the good end.
Seriously though, what?
You aren't really going anywhere, you just need some fresh air before you pass out. Charlotte emerges soon after. She looks nearly as winded as you feel. You ask her if she's mad at you, since that could be potentially dangerous to both your life and your burgeoning friendship.
Mad? Why would I be mad? Because your inexplicably magnetic charm worked on both my best girl and the figurehead of my church.
You flush. The real question is, did it work on her? Charlotte sighs.
What the hell? Old motherfucker told me to listen to whatever it is you can teach.
Right, he did. So that basically makes the two of you friends by theocratic decree.
Guess so. So, darling, teach me your ways.
Well, first of all, you gotta fall down a lot.
Huh.
Victory!
Okay, then. Seriously, for a murder clown, she has not really been doing a whole lot of murdering. I mean, except for, like, the one with the bronze. But we haven't been getting murdered.
Yeah.
Like, she's specifically a murder clown because she has the red eyes.
Okay.
That's like troll murder mode.
Okay.
Wait, but the bad ends tend to be short, so should we just keep recording, or?
I don't care.
I'm gonna end it, and if it is short, I'll just add it to it, I guess.
We gonna preach, my brother. Sister.
This,
Nephew.
What? We just got out of the freaky clown church, now we're going right there.
And we're going to go sabotage ourselves even. Something's
Oh,
very
God.
wrong with us.
Oh, God. This is gonna be horrible.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
See you either next time or right now, depending on how long this next route takes. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.